Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching The Boys, Season 3, Episode 8, The Instant White Hot Wild. I am stressed about this finale. This show never ends well, so I'm pretty sure it's going to end terribly, and I'm very, very stressed for all of our beloved characters. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all of my reactions to The Boys on my Patreon, and let's go. Oh dear.
I knew your fastball would kill.
Oh dear.
Later. You have a real family.
But aren't you mad at me?
No, Ryan.
For what I did?
You know it wasn't your fault, right?
This is what Butcher should have continued to say to him. He should never have left things the way he did, because it left Ryan a vulnerable child.
Things break, and sometimes they are the things that you love the most. But that's all it is. An accident.
You worked extremely hard to not do it again.
That's why I'm always gonna love you. No matter what happens.
He's so vulnerable right now.
What you do.
Butcher was filling this role and now it's empty.
I'm not going anywhere.
Ryan, he's a psychopath who murders people. He raped her mom and she hates him. If she was alive right now, she would be screaming. Jesus Christ.
Where's Soldier Boy?
I mean, he knows it's not doing anything good to his brain. It's an extremely traumatized, literal human weapon. This is gonna go great. Maeve. Yes, yes, Maeve, free yourself.
What the fuck is that? Oh, this is it.
Would it work on Homelander as well?
I gotta be stronger. Out of all men's
Therapy.
The most.
He's back. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
You really are a spitting image of my little brother.
What?
Trying to protect him? It's a bit late, isn't it? At least it's trying in his own weird way.
Nate?
I didn't want that. I wanted my kids to see his mugshot on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's... Fuck!
I stopped him.
Now he's a great hero. Martyred.
For you.
Don't say you did. Every time you try, you make it worse.
Yep. Maybe go confess your sins and go to prison.
Let's go, man. Don't come back here.
Go own up to your shit, okay? Just take a stand. Make yourself worthy of your brother and his family. So this is good. We need to get you straight to a hospital.
Picking me up?
Oh my fucking god, he didn't tell you. That asshole.
At least he kept him here.
Your life. It looks like he gave you a concussion.
I mean, he did. He went about it in the stupidest fucking way possible, but he did.
You know what? Dad was there.
Mm-hmm.
Taking care of me during the worst days of his life, just trying to keep the lights on and
Exactly.
he wasn't weak.
Nope. Far stronger than your mother.
I didn't know what strength was.
A lot of emotional growth here.
Annie, literally every neuron in your brain is screaming, I told you so why don't you just say it before you say it?
Oh my god! I fucking told you so.
Feel good to get that out?
So satisfying. Oh my god.
Don't be on the phone and drive, kids.
Now? That hurt?
Mm-hmm. I'm just proud of her.
What do you see?
Oh.
And save Butcher.
Y'all
should.
fuck us over. And now you want to be motherfucking Teresa?
I know. And I'm sorry.
Huey, some people are just past saving.
You don't want to be saved.
We can try and save him.
There's still something good.
Okay, we can try and save Butcher, but maybe prioritize the other lives over his if that is something that needs to be done, but we should go in there with the intention of saving him.
Deep, we save everyone. Even if they don't deserve it. Especially
That is the way we should
if they don't
be.
deserve it.
Shitting his guts out as we speak. One hopes.
Should have answered that.
Soldier Boy's story. He said I took a shortcut.
You did. I mean, he was a piece of shit himself.
Man wouldn't have cheated.
Well, no wonder you're a piece of shit. But just because you have reasons, Homelander has reasons, doesn't mean it's okay for you to kill people. Therapy would have been the answer.
But you got... I always wanted him. 'Cause I thought I could do it better than my father did.
He's the fucking reason they left you to rot with the Ivans. Look, mate.
There is no saving Homelander. Does he care about your deal? At the end of the day, if he gets what he wants out of it?
You were in his team. You knew him.
What's he like?
Like. It's true.
Who's your mother?
Not me.
You know Homelander is worse just because you have never been the victim of him and his torments in the same way.
Battle scar. Did you know
Oof.
that I had a father out there? Alive this whole time?
Not a father worth having. Cry me a river. I feel so sorry for the child he once was, but he has long since passed that.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because he was a bad man. Yep. That was coming. You are your father's son. Do you want to die?
This ain't a bloody kinderkid we're on about, son. It's Vought fucking Tower.
Becca worked in the tower.
Shut your fucking cake off.
Plenty of people who don't know the full everything that happens to their work there.
No? You will never command me again. I am done with your
She's so proud.
deserve respect.
Butcher's right. Homelander needs
Yeah,
to die.
fucking hell.
That's it, whatever it takes.
We could have used that against Homelander. Now they're just some Novichok out there in the city.
Oh, you were wrong. There's no
Maeve.
such thing.
All right, you lot.
Someone out there is now just going to get Novichoked.
Hey, is everything okay with Noir?
He's keeping secrets from me. You know, when the company first...
You guys need to stand up against him
He
too.
told me.
That sort of treason.
Big word.
Do you need Homelander?
Fucking hell. You've ended up in another cult.
How could you kill one of your own kind in cold blood?
You literally just did it.
That we...
Work against him, you idiots. He wants Deep to kill him. Why? Does Homelander want to be VP? Fucking hell. Yeah. God, even after what Homelander just said about not needing him and clearly threatening them, he still did this.
We're gonna break into our tower while you go to the lab, crawl on guards. And you're gonna cook up the world's most dangerous neurotoxin.
It's good enough for me.
It's not good enough for anyone, but it's
Me too.
better than any plan we've had in a while. Very stressed. No. If you need it that badly, stay here because you're a weak link.
Where's Noir?
I killed him for you, Dad.
But with you and I together, he wouldn't stand a chance. Nobody would.
Kill him, please.
We kill each other first.
Oh, God.
Ryan.
Hi, Grandpa.
Jesus Christ.
You have a family. I wish I could have raised you.
So you wouldn't have been this.
Father to son. Maybe if I'd raised you, I could have made you better.
I mean, you are now repeating your own father's mistakes
You're
here.
not some weak. You're a fucking disappointment.
Leave him alone!
You can't do
Someone take Ryan out of here. Or he's gonna do something.
Get back upstairs. Right now.
Oh, fuck, he's a child. You've been working with Soldier Boy this whole time. You know what he's like.
Not the kid.
Oh, I thought you said blood didn't matter. I thought that was the whole fucking point.
He's my wife's son.
Yeah.
Wait, Homelander fucked your wife?
raped.
And you...
This is not a situation anybody could have foreseen.
Right
Oh,
here.
Ryan, Homelander's not a good man. He cares about you in his own weird way, but that doesn't mean he's a good person the rest of the way. You shouldn't have freaking thrown the gas so far. Neither of you are going to win these fights. I'd love it if this season ended with Soldier Boy and Homelander dead, but it's not going to happen. Fuck, my loves, you're here. There's no time for cute moments. Move faster, please.
Sorry, Ashley.
Get another job. Oh, music. They can hit Frenchie with those bullets, though. Jesus fuck. Okay, yep, he's dead. You can stop now. If you hadn't spent so long stabbing and whacking that guy into the ground, Frenchie wouldn't have just been shot in the foot. How the hell are we meant to get that over his mouth? He's gonna take the V.
No.
Isn't he? And teleport on top. Which, in this kind of instance, is a kind of instance where I can definitely understand breaking the, like, taking the V. There were early instances where it was not necessary. Yes, please tell me you have another way. That is brilliant if you do. Supercharging her! He's trusting in her to save herself. Yes, yes, yes. Come on, get him! Okay, I'm glad he gets to be the one to do it.
You ain't no hero.
Fucking hell. Oh god. Oh, he just wants to protect you, Ryan, see? Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Oh my god. She probably was a hero and saved everybody. From a situation she helped create, but she saved the day, she saved lives, she actually gave her life to save. I'm so proud of him for finding a solution that wasn't taking V. He found a solution without the easy one.
Ryan, look at me.
You've lost Ryan by treating him like shit when he was vulnerable.
I want to go.
Maybe Ryan can soften him somehow, but this is awful. And Butcher, you had Ryan. You had him caring about you. You were filling the void of family that he was lacking. Jesus Christ. He's a literal mass murderer. He raped your mother. You know what that means. I don't know how much you know at your age. He hurt your mum really badly. Messed the kid up, sure, but no less than going with Homelander will do. Congrats. It's not entirely your fault, but a large part of it is. You can't keep going down the same path, repeating the same mistakes. Oh god.
How long ago?
Months. 12.
Jesus
18
Christ.
on the outside.
Also, there are other people in this hospital who matter too. That's why you can't fucking smoke. Smoking is the dumbest shit in the world. But he has just received terrible news, the consequences of his own actions. There's still time to make a difference and make a change.
You know, he spent his entire life fighting to get justice.
A real superhero.
You're my hero, Daddy.
Thank you.
Kids understand more. And as long as you always show her love and support. Yay!
Oh, God. You look like shit. Fuck off. Smokey.
She's free. Because everyone thinks she's dead.
Be okay? You ready? Hey. Hey.
Oh,
honey.
she's free. They better go far, but...
Go. I know. You can fucking fly.
I love his passing of the torch and that Maeve ultimately did the right thing. Like, we all knew she could and would. Oh, they know she's alive. Fuck. Good. Good. Protecting her. Finally something done fucking right by someone in Vought. Okay, so he's not dead, but he's back in the... I mean, he's not conscious. Can't kill him. She's a savvy woman. Knew what she was about.
And you wouldn't like him if you did.
Good. Oh my fucking god. He deserves to be ridiculed by the world. It's the pathetic little rapist he is. Breaking free. She's one of the boys now.
It's always just been me.
Good. Is he healthy in his brain? Comparatively.
As the next vice president, I will work hard to provide
That was, of course, that was that she gave him the son, he got rid of the VP candidate. Jesus Christ. Oh god.
All right, everybody.
Fuck you, fascist!
Fucking hell. You cool with that, Ryan? What would your mum think? Well, he doesn't give a shit. This is very painfully close to the truth. Trump could do that and no one would give a shit on his team, the people that support him. Well, Vought has to put a fucking stop to him now. Are you in over your head, young man, or do you like it? Your mum would be so ashamed of you. So ashamed. Okay, that was a very, very good finale. I'm so glad Maeve is not actually dead. You know, I was kind of cross with her for siding with Soldier Boy, though you also understand the reason she hates Homelander as much as she does, and the reason both she and Butcher do have their blind spot. I'm glad the season ended with the boys kind of coming together as a team, and with Annie as part of the boys, not just kind of their, like, consulting superhero. She's now one of the boys, which I like. And the idea that, you know, Frenchie, I love that Frenchie is now sticking up for himself, that all of them are not just going to let Butcher do whatever the fuck he wants. Butcher will try it, I'm sure. We're going to find a way to cure Butcher. It's good. It'll be fine. But I love that they stood up to him in a lot of ways, or they will stand up to him when need be, and Frenchie has stood up to him. And I think it gives me more hope for where the show is going next season, that maybe they... I mean, I'm not expecting them to be holding hands and skipping down the road every single episode, but I hope that they are going to be working more as a unit going forwards. And we'll find a way to save Butcher. It'll be fine. I definitely think in this episode you saw all the mistakes that were made throughout the season, the consequences whacking us in the face. What a shock we couldn't trust Soldier Boy, and what a shock. Yeah, who knew? Who could have thought that telling a vulnerable child, you killed your mum, fuck, I hate you, would have consequences? Me, not me. No. You know, and it would be one thing if with Ryan, Butcher meant it all the way through. I think Butcher does have complicated feelings for Ryan. I can totally get that. It must be so... I don't even know how you could look this kid knowing what he did, even if you know it's an accident. But he should never have been the one making that connection with Ryan in the first place. It should have been MM or someone who was like, oh, I knew your mum, make it up. Or just, you know, somebody else being there for him. If Butcher wasn't able to look him in the eye after what he did and love that kid, he should never have tried. He left him in an extremely vulnerable place for Homelander. But Ryan is a smart child. He was raised by a woman with love and compassion, and it has only been in the last, like, year or two that he has met anyone like Homelander. if he goes full Homelander psychopath, then A, it's probably in the genes. But B, I suppose there's a sense of, well, if everyone's going around murdering people, then I don't have to feel bad about people I've murdered. It's better. But I'm very worried about where Ryan is going to go. I hope in the next season we see him struggle with just his dad murdering people. I hope we see Vought trying to fucking take Homelander down. Because, you know, as much like the MAGA QAnon lunatics in the real world, they are a minority. So the Homelander fans would also be a minority. I think it's a bit close to home and there's kind of no hope and I'm very stressed. One of my favourite moments in the episode was actually when Ashley saw that Maeve was alive and deleted the video because, you know, in this moment she could do something that would help somebody out and she did it. Full respect for her there. It gives me some vague hope that maybe there'll be some subtle manoeuvres against Homelander. Obviously we've got Vicky, is that her name? Head pop lady, she's now VP. The Deep is a twat, but hopefully people are going to realise that his whole comeback was a load of shit. But I'm sure he'll join Homelander and then we can be as terrible as we want to and no one cares because we're powerful. Frenchie and Kimiko this season have been one of the highlights. They are such a sweet couple and they are both examples, Frenchie in particular, of characters that have done dark shit, that have been through trauma, but that are trying to be better. I still think there are times like when Kimiko was just like whacking that guy repeatedly and I was like, he's been dead a while. And you know, like, I think sometimes this show is just like, oh, we do the excessive violence and gore, so look, she did that. You know, the way she is not wanting to be a monster, she would ruthlessly and effectively take out threats to herself, to Frenchie, to her family, but she wouldn't revel in it or be like, now maybe if it was like an evil sadistic person, but this was just a dude who was doing his job, who was like some people, like if you work in a company as a security guard and there were some people playing with chemicals, you probably would take them out. Or at least, I mean, you shouldn't shoot them, you should try and, like, you know, arrest them. But, so I didn't like that moment. Especially as, like, if she hadn't taken so long with that one guy whacking his head into the ground repeatedly, Frenchie wouldn't have been shot in the leg. But in general, I have liked the direction their characters have gone. I'm glad Huey also kind of came to his senses and realised he'd gone too far, apologised to Annie, and I think glad they ended in a good place, because their relationship is another one of the best things in the show. And he is part of the boys now. It just makes me so happy. Butcher, I mean, I don't really think he has learned anything this season. He's learned a little bit, you know, him not taking Huey with them. He learned like the tiniest of lessons, but he still did everything he did. He's still, maybe next season we'll see him grappling with his own mortality and dealing with the consequences, though I feel like knowing he only has months left to live, he's not going to care. He's going to care even less. But I hope we do find I mean, I'm sure we'll find a way to save him. He's such a big part of the show. But hopefully we will, because I want to see him grow, because we see glimpses of the person he could be. We see these glimpses where he hates the person he is and yet he just does it anyway. And Homelander, I don't care. I hate him and I need to see him die / go to prison. Maeve being free and with her girlfriend is absolutely everything. Annie being part of the boys and being free to speak her truths, not being trapped, using her voice to enable Homelander and the lies of Vought. She's now telling the truth. She's in a risky position, but she's in a position that I 100% stand by. So yes, this was a good finale, I think. I feel like this season I enjoyed less than the others, and I don't know, that could purely be the headspace I was in watching it hitting too close to stuff in the real world at a time when the real world is literally on fire. I feel like in some cases this show kind of lent a bit too heavily on its like, oh, we're shocking because we do blood, guts and sex. Like, yeah, but your plot lines and your characters are what actually make your show good, in my opinion. Other people may disagree. Maybe you only watch it for the blood, sex and gore. But no, the finale, I think, pulled all the strands together in a way that was very satisfying. And yes, thank you so much for watching. You can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon. And once again, thank you for watching.